Hello, everyone.
Hello.
We're just sat here having a little business meeting, and we were talking about the mentorship program and all the exciting things that have been going on with the previous one and the new one that is about to start soon.
And I just started asking Juliette some questions because I just thought, let's get really real with this. Let's actually get to the heart of why Juliette is actually running these mentorship programs. And then we thought, well, actually, let's share that as a live. So I said to Juliette, why are you doing this? Why is it so important to you?
So I've been doing one-to-one consultations with people for ages and for years now. And what I find is they're brilliant and they're really good to get people focused on what's going on, to really point out where they're at, what they need to do to support themselves. But what I was finding is that it's really great and people do so well with it, but it's not the full picture. And what really needs to happen is people need to go on a deeper journey and to really be held and supported to uncover the emotional, the energetic blocks that are affecting our health and our well-being. Because we think about health and well-being and we think, oh, if I eat this food, it's going to do this. And if I do this, it's going to do this. And that is part of the picture, but it's only part of the picture. So why I created the mentorship was so that we could really dive into what's underneath these issues. So what's underneath your gut not working properly? What's blocking you from making those good food choices? Like so many times, people say, oh, I find it really hard to stick to a program. I do really well for a few weeks and then I can't stick to it. And I just go back to my old ways. And it's like, well, why? What is it that is sabotaging you? What thought process, what belief system have you attached to this?
And how does, so when that happens, if that comes up for somebody, so they've literally just finished your mentorship program. When that happens for somebody, what is it that you are able to do to help support them with that part? So it comes out, it's uncovered, and then what happens?
So with the whole mentorship program, each session it starts with a meditation. So each session is really about tuning people into their inner wisdom. And I think this is such a key thing, like getting past our mind, getting past all the other things and getting into that deeper connection of what your soul, your inner wisdom, your guides, whatever you want to call it, that deeper voice is saying. What that deeper part is saying is the next step. And Susie's just come up and said, Juliette helped me so much through the mentorship program. I feel in complete harmony with my body, physically and emotionally. Thank you, Susie. It was amazing having you on the last mentorship program, which we just finished. It's just finished, so it's incredible to have watched people. I'm going to get all emotional. Going through a journey over 12 weeks, and holding the space for these people to really dive into a deeper understanding of themselves and their connection to the earth. For me, that's one of the things that I find is so key. It's that connection to the environment around us, to the earth, to the planet, to that deeper grounding that we can all do to really anchoring into ourselves and our inner wisdom. And, that's what I love doing, is guiding people on that. And the nutrition is part of it. That is a key cornerstone, but it's a cornerstone and there are 4 cornerstones, and it's getting all of these cornerstones to match up so that we're working in harmony with ourselves and not fighting ourselves. Yeah. Because that's what we all do so much. We seem to fight and battle against ourselves. Yeah. We want to do something. And I remember a really good story of it is years ago, I did my first cleanse. It was 14 years ago. And I did my first juice cleanse that I'd ever done. My oldest child was 1. That's how I know how long ago it was. And I was still having to cook food for him. And I really wanted to do it. I really wanted to clear myself out and get really connected to myself on a deeper level. And I remember the first day was really hard, and I got to the second day and I sat there and I was making food and my mind started to say all these things to me like, well, you really should try it because you don't know if it's going to taste nice for your son. I was like, no, but I'm doing a cleanse. I don't need to try it. It's fine. I know what I'm making. I've made this lots before. It's fine. And then I remember this voice that said, yeah, but if you have a taste, no one will know. And I remember remember saying to myself, but I'm doing this for me.
Yeah.
Like, why would I try and trick myself?
Yeah. Like sabotaging patterns that you're not aware of.
No.
Are you? They just run. I mean, they just run us on a daily basis. You don't until you become aware of what your thought processes are about stuff. And you bring it into the light.
Yeah.
Then you can actually do something with it, can't you? And actually move on from it. But when you're actually in it, you're just running your life. You don't see why, and lots of the time, some of these things are not very helpful for us, are they?
No.
Let's face it.
I know. When that came up in my mind 14 years ago, I thought, geez, like, is this the patterning? Is there something that is trying to block me from doing what I want to do? And I see this now with clients all the time. People want to make changes. They want to live in a better way. They want to be more connected. They want to eat better food. They want to cut out the refined sugar. They want to be plant-based. But they've got this but I always stumble on this.
And they feel like it's too hard, or they don't know how to. They don't know where to get things from. That's a lot what's been coming up in Juliette's kitchen, isn't it? It's people, the feedback. It's saying, I don't know how to. What if I want to buy that? Where do I get it from? If I want to make that, how do I do it? It's like each step needs to be unpicked, and they need to be handheld through a process. And that's why you've done it over that many weeks as well, isn't it?
Exactly.
So that people have got that time with you. They can ask you questions. They can develop from one week to the next. They can check back in with you after a week and say, well, this is what I've done. This is what I've achieved. And then now what do I do next? What's the next bit? What's the next step?
Exactly. And that really is the key. Over 12 weeks, we can start to make profound changes to our lives. And it doesn't have to be everything all at once. It's not like you're running the 100-yard sprint. You're running a marathon, so you can do it gradually. It's like, okay, let's take that first step. Great, we've done that. On to the next one. So that these things become cemented in our being, as opposed to like, oh my God, I've got to do everything all at once. And then what happens, and this is what happens I see so often, people go, oh, I've heard all this amazing information that you've given me, this is brilliant, I'm going to try and change everything overnight. And they look in their cupboards and they go, where do I start? What do I do? Or or they do the opposite and they go, okay, great, and they get rid of everything, load it up with new stuff, and have this amazing enthusiasm,
and then they don't know what to do with the new stuff.
And then, or a couple of weeks down the line into it, they're bored and they're off onto a different tangent,
Because unless you correct what's going on internally at a deeper level, it doesn't matter what you've got in front of you, what foods are on the cupboard, unless you help correct that part. That's why you're saying you need to put everything together, all four corners, and that all needs to be in alignment.
Exactly. Yeah. And you get that in alignment and everything else flows and it becomes easy. One of my affirmations that I've been saying, and I say this a lot, and I just want to say this, where I'm teaching from is not a point of I'm better than you, I've done this, I'm still learning with everything. Yes, I may be doing these things and I may have been doing them for a while on a lot of them, but I'm still always learning. Every day I'm learning. Every day I'm trying to improve myself. I'm trying to, I am. I'm working on those bits that aren't so wonderful, because we've all got them. We've all got those shadow elements that aren't great.
Recently you thought to yourself, actually, I'm not moving my body enough. And you were like, I know what I'm going to, it was like we had that conversation, we had that meeting, and then we were like, right, and then you were like, I'm going to go to the gym.
Yeah.
And then she's been, how many weeks it's been? 2, I think.
No, it's been 3. 3 weeks
going to the gym, and that's just so lovely watching you grow like that, because that's what I've loved about working with Juliette, is she's human and she's not putting herself on a pedestal. She helps.
What, am I not Superwoman?
Okay. All right, you are a little bit special. Okay, it's fine.
I'm joking.
But she's very real with it, and she'll just look at you and she knows she can look past things with you and see the best in you and help bring that out in you. And I mean, that's what you want as a mentor. You don't want somebody who's sat there peering over you and, have you done this point, and this point for this week? No, we want to help people decide for themselves, use their own wisdom, let that come out of themselves, and actually then take action based on their own wisdom, with somebody guiding and loving you and caring, you through it. And that is what I feel, that you do with your mentorship program. And it's been amazing seeing some of the testimonials. I mean, it was lovely. We've got Susie on there at the moment who's just said what she said, but some of the other things that people have said, it's just it's moving. It brings me to tears sometimes to be part of something so amazing. It's life-changing.
And one of the things that I've been saying to myself on a regular basis is to do things with ease and grace. You know, we can make things hard or we can make things easy. And so my affirmation about whatever it is that I can get it done with ease and grace. And the more we can affirm things like that, and it's been really helpful for me. Like, you know, sometimes I've got 3 children. I've got a 2-year-old, almost 15-year-old, an 8-year-old. Life is busy, you know. I'm working, doing this full time. It's not like I'm sat around, I've got loads of time on my hands to create beautiful meals, but I do create beautiful meals because I know how important it is, but it doesn't take loads of time. And sometimes the other day I lost it a bit and I was like, I can't get it all done, and I was like, no, stop, breathe. You can do it with ease and grace. There is all the time in the world for you to get these things done with ease and grace. And guess what? You know what? I got all the things done that I needed to in a really short space of time because I said that, and I could have gone around in a flat for hours freaking out and got nothing done. So it's you know, our mindset is so key to how we are going to take the next step forward on our nutrition, our physical health, our mental well-being. Because it's all interlinked, you know. Our mental well-being is linked to our gut health. Our gut health is linked to our emotional stress levels. You know, these things all have an interplay. And for me, one of the key things I've been focusing on at the moment is trying to find where my joy is. Like, what brings me joy? And every day trying to think, what brings me joy? Where can I focus my life so I'm bringing joy into my life more and more? Because the more we can do that, the more our life transforms in front of us, just without us having to do anything. And this is the key that I want to do with the mentorship: help bring joy into the process of transforming your health. It not being this like
regime,
oh my God, I've got to transform my health because I'm not well, or it doesn't even have to be if you're not well. You know, people on the mentorship program, some people have health issues, some people just want to take the next step up in their evolution on a spiritual journey. It doesn't have to. Some people just want to support their well-being and their family's well-being. You know, it's all different levels of people that come to this for all different reasons.
That was my next question. Who would you say is your, you know, who is it most suitable for? Who are the people? Do you know what I mean?
Anyone who wants to take the next step in really transforming their health and stepping up and stepping into their power and really stepping into the beautiful being they are so they can really thrive. It's about thriving on whatever level you're at.
Yeah. Thriving in your relationships. There's been feedback about your relationships, and that's not just in, you know, a personal relationship. That's with your children, with your family, with your friendships, with your work colleagues. So that's that level of stuff. And then your relationship to food,
exactly.
Your relationship to everything.
It's all the same, and that's the key, isn't it? It's like your relationship to people, your relationship to yourself, and your relationship to food is all the same. It's the same fundamental relationship, and it's all based on self-love and really getting out of the way and tuning into that deeper part of yourself. And so that is really what this journey is. It's about going deeper into yourself, into that part that is beyond mind, that part that is beyond whatever. It's that collective consciousness, whatever you want to call it, that the earth. You know, for me, I really resonate with tuning into the earth. And tuning into the plants and their medicine. And that's what we do on the mentorship as well, as we investigate plant medicine and how we can use it. And when I say plant medicine, I don't mean like some like ayahuasca or some trippy thing like that. I'm talking
Nettles,
about
elderberries. It's amazing just what you can do with what's on your doorstep.
Exactly.
And that's what I love about it too. It's the earthiness of it, the simplicity of, let's just go and have a look what's outside and use that for our health. I mean, I love that part of it. I was so excited making my first elderberry tincture. I mean, So what else, if you said, you know, like what else do people get from it? So if, you know, in terms of the actual structure, so as part of the mentorship program, what do people actually get?
So on the mentorship program, you get a one-to-one session with me, either via Zoom, which is an internet-based thing like this video-based, or in person, depending on location. I'm based in Clare, which is Essex-Suffolk border. So you either come here or we do it via Zoom. Both are just as brilliant as each other. So that's the first part, is that session. Then I create a plan for you, a nutritional plan. These are the steps that you need to take, very personalised and individual to your specific journey. I put the supplements you need, a daily routine, and where to get all these things. I can supply everything you need for you, or I can point you to places where you can get them. So I hold your hand through that process. You then get recipes to support whatever's come up in your one-to-one session. So that bit is really tailored to the individual of what you specifically need in that moment. Then each week we have I put up a video on a different subject. The subjects range from water, nutritional information, different superfoods, boundaries, self-love. They're a mixture of nutritional information and energetic information to help you move through these different layers. And then whatever that subject is on that week, when we do the group call, which is on a Monday, there are 2 of them at 9:30 in the morning or 7:30 in the evening. You can do either one or both. And you don't have to, you can swap around. You can do 1 week, 1 morning, 1 week, 1 evening. It doesn't matter. And all of those calls are recorded and they go up into the private Facebook group. No one else gets access to them other than the group, and you get to watch them again for as many times as you want. Now, each of those sessions start with a meditation based on the subject where we tune in. It's all about this going inwards and really tuning into that inner wisdom so that you can start to see what's going on more clearly, and you can start to guide yourself on the next step. And then we go around and we talk about what came up in the meditation, what your next step is, where you need support and help, what's gone on in the previous week where you've maybe done really well or you've fallen down on something, and then I can help bring you back online, or congratulate you and help guide you even further. Then it's also there's support with recipes. It's like, I'm really doing well with this, but I really like a bit more around this. So could you send me some more recipes to support this? So I'm there to guide you and support you in whatever comes up for those 12 weeks, which is great.
And then they have access as well, don't they, to every single one of your online courses?
Yes, that's a free bonus for you all. £982 worth of courses as a bonus for signing up to the mentorship, so that you can really dive into how to heal the gut, self-care, hormone health, family health, transformative health. God, there's a few of them. A few more. I can't remember all of them. My brain has gone on that. How to have a healthy vegan diet.
What do people need to do? We need to.
Great question. So you can book a free 15-minute call with me to see if this is the right thing for you, because it's really important to chat with me and know that we're the right fit, because it might not be the right fit for you, and that's fine. If it's not the right fit, there are lots of other things that I do which you can tune into, and I can point you in those directions. So there's a free 15-minute call you can have. And then at the moment, there is an early bird price on this. This ends next Friday the 13th. Unlucky for some, but not for all. So Friday the 13th, the early bird finishes. Now, my aim with this is to make this as affordable as possible for everyone. So I am happy to work out instalment plans for people. So do get in touch. Don't let money block you from achieving your health. This is something that I think is really, really important. I'm here to help. And that's why I'm doing this. I really want to help. Yes, I've got to pay for a roof over my head and all the rest of it. But my aim for this is to help, support and guide people and really bring that healing into your life.
Yeah. Amazing. Right, so what we're going to do, we'll put the link for the free call just below. So literally all you have to do is click that and just say a time that's suitable for you. And you can have that free call with Juliette and, like we say, work out whether this is for you. And thank you very much for talking with me, Juliette.
Thank you for talking with me. Love it. All right, have a very nice day. And remember, go and find your joy today. What is going to be your joy today? I think my joy has been hanging out with this lovely lady. That's been my joy, and chatting to all of you guys. It makes me really happy to chat and to express my heart's calling.